Sigmas are known for their resilience and incredibly strong minds. But they weren't born like that, already equipped with the mental muscles required to face their fears and combat self-doubt. Through their experiences, propensity for independent thought, and dedicated practice, Sigmas learned the skills that help them to manage their thoughts, feelings, and behavior with such apparent ease. It's this developed mental strength that allows them to overcome challenges, bounce back from failure, and step outside of their comfort zone. All these components have been worked on consistently, leading to the Sigma's ability to live his best life. In today's video, we're going to tell you 9 things that show how Sigma males have the strongest minds going. Number 9. He is consistent with his habits. The Sigma male's daily routine is made up with plenty of healthy habits, and they are habits because he is consistent with them. Once he's made his mind up to do something, especially something that will help him grow as a person every day, then he will remain committed, no matter his feelings in each moment. Feelings are fickle and can change at the drop of a hat, but a promise is supposed to be something solid and unwavering. The mental strength the Sigma male possesses means he is aware that he can achieve whatever he puts his mind to. With a bit of determination and hard work, anything is possible. As a result, he focuses his energy on the promises he makes to his future self and doesn't give up the moment things get hard. Anything worthwhile takes time, takes dedication, and takes commitment. Number 8. He knows what he wants and is prepared to wait. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want what we want, and we want it now. Everything moves so fast that the idea of waiting gives us feelings of restlessness, of frustration, even helplessness. With advanced technology at our fingertips, just one click and we can receive what we want in a matter of seconds, minutes, or days. With so many options and things out there ready for the taking, most of us don't even know what it is we want. And whatever it is, we're certainly not willing to wait for it. But the Sigma is different. He doesn't gain satisfaction from the hollow and the mundane. He sees modern life with all of its gadgets, bells and whistles for what it is, pure distraction. The mentally strong Sigma isn't lured in by the promise of having it all and having it now. He is specific in his needs, and because these needs are profound, genuine, and hold real value, he is willing to exercise his patience. He's able to separate what he needs from what he wants, and although the two can coincide, he focuses on what is truly important, and he's in no hurry. Anything worthwhile takes time. Number 7. He stays cool, calm, and collected. No matter how stressful and emotionally charged the situation, Sigma males show their mental strength by having the ability to stay calm and composed. It's considered a self-fulfilling state, as staying calm uses less emotional energy, which in turn means one stays even calmer. Sigmas manage difficult situations and maintain their composure in a few ways. They adopt a long-term perspective, reacting to events, looking at the bigger picture, knowing that most of the time it's not worth investing any significant emotional energy. They also know how to let go emotionally. There's no point in getting stressed out or anxious about anything that's beyond your control. If you can't affect the outcome, what's the point in worrying about it? Sigmas achieve more by doing less and staying calm in the process. They reduce the number of moving parts in their day and simplify it, allowing themselves more time for each situation, which makes for a much more chilled schedule. The Sigma is able to effortlessly control his emotions, unless the situation requires some sort of outburst, which will be more effective if it comes from a calm, rational, and controlled place. A controlled outburst, if you will. Number 6. He is confident he will succeed. Fear holds us back from achieving our dreams. The reason why the Sigma is so successful in achieving his goals is because he doesn't have this fear. He has enough confidence and self-assurance that he will succeed come hell or high water. And that's precisely what he does. Processing such mental strength means he isn't afraid to gain advice from successful people in his field, to experiment with new things until he finds something that works, and to step outside of his comfort zone. His problem-solving abilities coupled with his mental strength creates a powerful combination, which often leads him to success. Even if he fails to achieve the goals or standards that he set for himself, His unique perspective and interpretations means he leaves the door open for new possibilities that he will pursue with just as much energy and enthusiasm, usually leading to even greater success. In other words, despite having no idea what the future holds, he will throw himself into whatever challenge he sets for himself regardless. Number 5. He learns from his mistakes. This brings us nicely to the next point. Rather than beating himself up for making a mistake, a mentally strong Sigma male focuses on learning from them. He always gets back on the horse. Sigmas accept responsibility for their behavior and learn from past mistakes, meaning they don't keep repeating those same mistakes over and over again. They instead learn from the error, work out what they would do differently next time, and move on in a productive way by using that experience to make better decisions in the future. They don't see failure as a reason to give up, only as an opportunity to grow and improve. They will happily keep trying until they get it right, without letting it dampen their spirits or kill their enthusiasm. The Sigma isn't afraid of failure because he knows how to deal with it in a healthy way. He embraces his emotions, practices healthy coping skills, asks himself what can be learned, and creates a plan for moving forward. For many of us, failure can be debilitating, but if you are mentally strong like the Sigma, you know exactly how to bounce back better than ever. Number 4. He always trusts his gut. There's a fine line between trusting your instincts and being impulsive. Sigmas come under the former, considering he comes from a place of incredible mental strength. The Sigma is thorough in his analysis of situations and critical thinking processes, so when presented with a problem, challenge, or option, he looks at the situation from every possible angle. And if there's no clear answer, he believes in his ability to make the right decisions anyway by listening to his gut. He always goes with what he feels right in the moment. By listening to his intuition and trusting what it tells him, the Sigma is able to avoid unhealthy relationships, toxic people, and negative situations. Trusting your intuition is the same as trusting yourself. So tapping into this power can be a struggle for most. It takes a lot of mental strength to always listen to yourself, but the Sigma manages to do this the majority of the time. Number 3. He doesn't live by other people's expectations. Going against the grain takes courage. To defy the masses and the expectations that society as a whole has for you takes guts and bravery. To speak out and stand apart even in the face of adversity and rejection takes considerable mental strength. But for the Sigma, this is the key to growing as a person by testing your limits and pushing your boundaries. We are conditioned to care about what others think of us and to do things that satisfy the expectation of our society or religion. But this authority is imposed on us, and the Sigma doesn't take too kindly to the idea. As an independent, free-thinking male who chooses to sit outside of the social hierarchy, the Sigma is aware that most people's problems are created by their own distorted thinking. It's no wonder we learn from society and the media, and not all of these things are balanced or correct. Being as mentally strong as the Sigma, he knows that it pays to have the capacity for critical thinking. Thankfully, he is able to evaluate information for himself before believing or agreeing with something. People with the strongest minds don't follow the crowd. Number 2. He asks for help. While Eastern cultures put more emphasis on community and working together, for a long time Western society has considered asking for help as something weak, especially amongst men. There seems to be this prevailing idea that if you ask for help, you are less masculine and not as strong as your male counterparts, and by being completely self-sufficient you are worth more. Thankfully, these attitudes are changing. But you know who has never cared about how society views him? That's right, the Sigma male. The Sigma is a problem solver. He has a talent for working out solutions to challenges and workarounds to obstacles. But just because he's extremely competent and doesn't always need to ask for help, it doesn't mean he's afraid to if it comes to it. As someone with an incredible amount of mental strength, the Sigma possesses the humility and perspective to ask for the appropriate amount of help at the appropriate time. For the Sigma, it's all about getting the perfect balance between giving and taking. His strong mindset means that the Sigma isn't afraid to show vulnerability by asking for help if he really needs it. Now, before we get to number 1 on our list, we'd just like to say thanks for staying with us so far. If you haven't already done so, please drop the video a like and share it around to help our channel grow. We appreciate it. And finally, on to number 1. He creates boundaries. We live in a society that does not glorify choosing yourself. But for Sigmas, it's important to build a life conducive to building mental strength. And the most effective way to do this is by establishing healthy boundaries, despite what society wants from you. Not a people pleaser, the Sigma will never apologize for protecting his time, money, and mental health. He takes no issue with saying no, whether that's politely declining a last-minute party invitation, refusing to put himself out for people he doesn't know, or saying no to a friend or family member, even if it means disappointing them. The Sigma always acts according to his values, and of course, what his instincts tell him. Creating healthy emotional and physical boundaries allows the Sigma the space he needs to grow. By being clear about his boundaries, people understand what his limits are and will adjust their behavior accordingly, unless of course they don't respect his boundaries. But the Sigma male has enough self-esteem and mental strength to know that the people who don't respect his boundaries are not the people he wants in his life, and he will kick them to the proverbial curb soon enough. Establishing boundaries is more than just defining our identity, but is also an important aspect of self-care, leading to the ultimate act of self-love. Thanks for watching.